2 in 10 have a negative view, and about half don't know enough to have an opinion about him. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, another front-runner, is seen favorably by 4 in 10 adults in the Northeast, but nationally 6 in 10 don't know enough about him. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is a relative unknown among 7 in 10 Americans, and those with a view are evenly split. Jennifer King, Washington.
Federal judge is overturning the $4.7 billion verdict against the NFL in the Sunday ticket lawsuit. After a 3-week trial, the Los Angeles jury sided with football fans who argued the NFL colluded to force customers to pay more to watch out-of-market games. More on SRN News Time.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner. But thankfully, there's Home Advisor. Home Advisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of problem. You can read reviews of the pros, check their availability, even book appointments online. And what my wife loves most is that Home Advisor is completely free to use.
Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app to get started.
Okay, so Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 16 Parmesan bread bites, 8 cinnamon twists, and a 2-liter of Coke. Today we're on the street asking real people how much they think it all costs. All of it? All of it. $44 or $45? $34.99. The 2 pizzas are probably 10 each. $75. What if I told you that this Domino's Perfect Combo is only $19.99? Shut the front door. It's Domino's Perfect Combo, and it's all just $19.99.
Looking for the right bank? Experience the difference.
Good morning, Randy. Hey, Randy. Good morning to you, brother. I'm glad you're first on. Good morning, my friend. It's always a blessing having you with us.
We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.capitalforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Licensed and accredited staff to report in order to prevent safety hazards and causing effects that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. Homescan Inspections for the million.
Good morning.
For a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with. How about one that
Please don't freeze up the computer.
Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes 1 free veneer with every 5 purchased. Or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment when you book today. Smiles.com.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former location. So great, Wishbone Fried Chicken, Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Woo! Good morning. How you doing this morning? Lita? Is that Lita? Good morning to you. You wonderful person, you. Thank you. There you go. I love the confidence. I don't know if you're male or female, ma'am or sir, I don't know, but I'm going to say thank you for being with us. What's up, Martin? How you doing, brother?
Hey, sports fans, it's Ron Peterson here, host of the Ron Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You never heard a show like it because we think the listeners are part of the show.
Well, that is good to know, Lita. That's good to know. Ma'am, thank you for being with us. We are glad to know that. I think majority of our listeners would be glad to know that. Thank you for being a part of the show this morning. I'm doing good, Martin. I hope you're doing good as well, brother. It's a Friday, so we're going to have a good time. Texas Repo, what's up, brother? We're glad to have you with us this morning. Here we go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. What's up, everybody? It's time to kick off 3 periods of nonstop play on this edition of your favorite radio show worldwide and all over 99.1. We're going to kick it off momentarily. It's a TGIF Friday. We're going to talk about the NFL Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game, WWE SummerSlam. We'll get you ready for your bold and the beautiful and your soap operas, but more still to come. Well, who am I? I'm RyanORadio, Penitentiary host, the one, the only, Neal, of course, and I'm the game, 50,000 plus of you worldwide. Now we got 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud across that RyanORadio media page. That's on Earth Rock. We're on iHeartRadio and Amazon Prime. We're on Earth Rock Radio on the Navajo Nation, real radio and internet radio out there on the Navajo Nation, Arizona and New Mexico. The British Columbia Isles of Canada, in Canada. We want to thank Vicky for setting that up. And we'll go across the 99.1 FM radio dial in Atlanta, WQEE the Key, WZEV 90.5 FM in Lineville, Alabama. And we're across right here, the YouTube page and Facebook page. Like, subscribe, and share. Send it out all to my friends out there and help out a brother. And to all my haters, I got one thing to say to them. Listen up. I'm the man around here, whether they like it or not. Welcome into 3 periods of nonstop play. You're right here with nonstop entertainment, real radio for real people. We don't do music requests. That's for radio DJs. I'm a talk show host, the only one that you should be listening to. I tell it like it is on both sides. I don't pick a side. I tell the truth. And I let my listeners say what they want to say. So if you want to be that way, welcome in, Bill. We appreciate you, brother. Daniel is with us this morning. So good morning, Ryan, Navajo Nation, and my fellow Christians. What's up, brother, man? How you doing? Randy's with us this morning. 12, of course, is with us this morning. Lita, thank her for being with us this morning. The real deal. She says she's the real deal, gentlemen. You don't have to worry about anything else extra with her. Martin, I had to do that. Good morning to Martin. Bill, welcome you in, brother. Texas Repo has to get to work. He's a hardworking man. We appreciate him being with us this morning as well. Out in Texas, some of our famous listeners from Texas as well. Oh, yeah. Bruce, good morning, bud, from Tennessee, in the mountains there. We got a couple of good listeners in the mountains, in the Appalachian Mountains up there in Tennessee, and the Appalachian Mountains. Yesterday we had Big M, a lot of our great listeners, the Patriots up there. So I sure do appreciate every one of them checking us out and everything and being part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. All right, says Lena. There you go. Bolly, good morning to you. Yeah, I saw that uncouth thing. How can we throw, that's just, Listeners are not watching this. They don't know what you're talking about. Debacle in the beginning of the Paris Olympics. A lot of people are like, I'm not playing with this stuff. I warned you. Your piss got off. That's what most of the Christians are saying. Well, real Christians, I should say. But yeah, I saw that debacle, brother. It was very uncouth, as they would say. Bolly's asking me about the Thai man taking on the female boxer and beating her. A man beating a woman. When I'm sitting here talking with you guys, that's what happened to the YouTube page. Anyway, in the South, like I said, oh my God, is it going to start messing up on here? Don't you dare YouTube mess up. Don't you dare mess up. But anyway, like I said, we would take care of that guy in the South if they did that. Probably anywhere. So there you go. But there's some women that whoop a butt. She should have went and knocked him. As soon as it was over, she should have punched him from behind in the head and then knocked him down. That would have been a Southern woman that did that, beat him down. Oh, you beat me. Hey, Lita. Dude, I'm not watching that crazy crap after the opening. I knew that was going to come for some of you guys. I knew that's right. It's qualified. Another transgender boxer. I am for transgenders, but they disqualify on basis of testosterone. Yep, I hear you there. 12 says she had a choice. Yep. Well, if it had been a Southern woman and it happened, she would have. Tell them what would have happened if it had been a Southern woman, Bruce. Anyway. Yeah, making fun of the Lord is not right. It is. And you know what? You're right, Lita. Yes, as a woman, we have to apologize to the strength that you women are doing a lot in our society. And, you know, we're all for the women to stand up and do their things. And it was a downfall for a woman. All that woman's hard work going down the drain. You're right. You're right. And as a radio station supports women, have women programming on here, it kind of hurts us a little bit, you know, and especially when I'm 100% behind the ladies doing their thing. The ladies, like, you know what I'm talking about there. Trying to keep this where I don't get too far, because you know they might try to pull some things off of some of the pages there. But anyway, I know, Bali, it's very confusing, brother. I don't even think about it. But good morning to Bali joining us as well, and Bruce. In no way is fair for a woman to fight a man. Nope. You know what we do in the South, don't you, Bruce? Because you're from Tennessee. You know what we do in the South if a man did that to a woman. That's why we're sitting around going, what's going on here? That's why we're sitting around going, wait a minute. I remember old so-and-so doing that to his ex-girlfriend. We beat him up, and then she beat him up. It don't make sense to us in the South at all. That's why. We just don't, understand it. He'd had a bad day. Yes, indeed. I understand what you're saying there. The people that that was born a unique way like that. But usually people like that, honestly, Bali, don't get involved in a lot of other things in society. So, they don't, yes, that right there, what you're talking about, Lita, hermaphrodite or whatever it is, they usually don't get involved in a lot of stuff. They usually just kind of keep themselves, and a lot of times their mental, I'm trying to say this properly, their mindset and mental capacity is not 100% in doing all this kind of stuff or going out and doing things. So I'm trying to say it in a nice way without, because we all know people, we all don't know people, we all have heard of people being born that way. So bless you, belly. There you go, belly. There you go. All right, 12. Good morning to you. I got to say, Crispy's good morning to you. I want to get it. Oh, it's kind of a controversial Olympics. It's kind of controversial. It is kind of, but anytime people try to make it out like it wants to be controversial. But you got a lot of people who are not watching it and don't really care, and you got a lot of people who are watching it for supporting the athletes, the other athletes like LeBron James and everything. But when I heard about this and I saw the picture of the young lady holding her head down, I was just embarrassed. Anyway, got a lot of other stuff to talk about this morning. We got Bush Obama wives there helping in the 250th anniversary Declaration of Independence signing. We're going to talk forecasters with a tropical storm coming up there in, I think it's Florida. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is issuing an emergency preparedness declaration for the tropical wave coming through the area. Also, Don Lemon has sued Tesla's CEO and ex-social media platform owner Elon Musk, and I can tell you I can agree with that. Not that I agree with either side of their political views. I just think freedom should be freedom, like I have on with you guys. Like you guys get to come on this feed and have freedom where nowhere else you can. But anyway, one dead in a Colorado Stone Canyon fire. We'll talk about that, and we'll get you ready for A. Martinez. You might remember him from soap operas such as One Life to Live, General Hospital, and Santa Barbara, which he produced that show, Longmire. We'll get into that. SummerSlam preview coming up in the final period. CFL football. It's Football Friday. NFL Pro Hall of Fame, Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game tonight. And we'll also talk about some Sunbelt Baseball League. Go Chakalaka Monsters. All that's coming up for you throughout the whole morning. And we'll talk with you guys on the feed. My name is Slim Shady. What's up, Slim? How you doing? I'm just going to say that because this is my name is. I had to do that for you. Not to mention we had Miss NASCAR over this. Bruce is a NASCAR fan. He's like, look, man, what's going on, man? Why they don't have NASCAR on? I'm not going to mess with NASCAR fans, okay? If they want it on, it needs to be on. You know what I mean, Bruce? I understand. I'm embarrassed of being an American. Don't be embarrassed. My name is. Be proud to be an American, even though there's a few savory things right now. I'm trying to say it without getting too much. Still be proud to be American. There's a lot of men and women that fought for our rights, and we appreciate them. Oh yeah, I remember that. About the Ryan, UK arrested 150 people on that case where the people showed anger, where they had the violent attack on the police after the kid that stabbed those little kids. And we told you the story earlier this week. I think it was earlier this week where a teenager was arrested for going into a school in Southport, England, stabbing some kids, killing 3 kids and injuring others. And of course, it was kind of like a dance studio, and he was arrested, and there was some kind of protest. They still haven't explained what the protests were all about yet. They still haven't explained what the protests were all about quite yet in Southport. Why would they be protesting over this guy? He went to jail. I don't understand. I don't know why anybody would defend some psycho that stabbed somebody. I don't know if anybody does anything like that to anybody. It's hard for me to. I know that if I was a psychologist or a therapist, then I would probably want to learn more about why they did it. I understand those people, but just somebody out there going, it's not right here, the right to do that. I don't understand. So they still haven't explained why they did that, Molly. So for those of you asking that question, that's what happened. But why? Good morning to you. He's in. And I got to visit with But Why yesterday. He came by the studios, guys. You jealous now, guys? Everybody jealous? They're gonna be jealous of you. But why? You actually got to come to the studios. German stabbing same. There you go, Bali. You can live out your dreams here. Thank you, Bruce. You're right about that, brother. So, but we got a lot of great people in here this morning. It is 22 minutes past the hour. We are holding, I believe, 74 degrees under beautiful sunny skies out there. It's going to get warmer today. Now, hopefully no rain comes in because I got to do some yard work this weekend. My grass has grown too much with this rain coming in. And of course, it won't take me long because I have a small yard on the apartment complex where the apartment we live in is actually got a little bit of a yard. And, you know, I take care of that. So it takes me about, 30 minutes, I think, or so. It takes longer to get my work clothes on to go outside and actually do it than to actually do it. So there you go. Hopefully that's what it is. Any local folks in Noonan area, go check out Ryan. He's a cool guy. He gets a good interview. There you go. That's it. I love that. Thank you, brother. Gear Jammer, are we going to be good this morning or are we going to be bad? More special than you are. I know your mom told you were special, buddy, but, you know, she lied to you. Mommy, bring me my pizza rolls. Don't let them burn my mouth. I'm going to say you're not special. I'm a cellar dweller. You know, cellar dweller is the word that Mr. Martin Moore gave you. Yep. 70-year-old man. He'd whoop you up and down the road. No, I'm not going to say that. That'll make Gear Jammer think everybody wants to really fight him. I take that back. I didn't say that. I got a half an acre lawn. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, Martin. That's too much if it rained too much. Bruce said it rained here every day for the last week. It's going to rain here in like an hour. Oh, Lord. Well, you keep the rain there. I don't want it. Bruce says my yard is a hayfield. You guys keep it there. I don't want it here because my grass is too high. I'm getting tired of walking through it now. It's like a jungle now. I'm just kidding. It's not a jungle. Oh, looks like we ran our grand gear jammer off. Mommy, he says I can't play video games at 40-something years old. Don't worry. I will divorce your daddy if he don't let you stay here. Daddy's like 60 going, I got to go to work today, take care of my 40-year-old son, Gear Jammer. Everybody's like, well, what's going on the internet and listening on air? Well, we got somebody called a troll in the WQEE 99.1 YouTube chat. And they always like to just come in and say disrespectful things. So I just go back after them. Remember, I grew up listening to Metallica and punk rock, so it doesn't hurt my feelings. It does make me mad if you disrespect kids, though. All right, former CNN anchor Don Lemon is set to sue Telsa CEO and ex-social triple X social platform owner Elon Musk for $35 million over content partnership between the two when they fell apart this past spring. Musk canceled the deal not long after Lemon asked him to come on his kind of show, but he asked him about his use of drugs, which Elon Musk didn't want to admit or whatever, I guess. Musk said he has used it from time to time. Decided he didn't want that out there on. Let's don't put none of these news people on X, but let's put let's put the OnlyFans on there. Yeah, genius. I don't care about either side. I don't really care about either side, honestly, but I do think we should have a right to have opinions, right? All of us should. Whether you're this, that, and the other. But why says my backyard is literally about 4 feet tall with weeds. I know it all that rain around here, but why? George, we got a lot of rain this summer. It was a rainy summer, especially the last few weeks. I went out to try to take care of my yard and it rains. Well, I go, okay, I'm going to go home and do it, and it rains. But anyway, there you go. So hopefully, I would. No, not those kind of weeds, Bali. Not those kind of weeds. In the South, we're talking about when we call some of the growth weeds. There is weeds in some of the grass and stuff. So not that kind of weed now, Bob. We just go get that kind of weed from our local drug dealer. I'm just kidding. Martin says, no rain here, damn it. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Yeah, blew $1 billion on drugs by being a fiend. Yeah, there you go. Well, I say anyone has any rights to ask anything. You say, hey, I'm going to bring you on and let you do so-called hardcore journalism on XXX, and then you get mad when they call you out. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So that's why I don't call anybody out, except for the big names sometimes. Either. But let's get back to what's important. Florida's issued an emergency preparedness as they're getting ready for a tropical storm, which is important. We're going to pray for our friends there in Florida for prepared for this event that's going to be coming through. Woo! Yeah. I'm ready to get out. I'm just telling you, I'm ready to get out there and cut grass. Call them trolls out, Ryan. Thank you. I appreciate it. Agent 34, good morning to you. How you doing, my friend? We appreciate this. As we're hoping that this go ahead and comes over so I can tell you. The NFL Hall of Fame Pro Bowl game is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is correct. It's tonight. And it's between the Bears and the Texans. And we're going to that's one of the special events we're having there. One of the special events we're having there. Which sporting event will you be checking out this weekend? The NFL Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game tonight, 31% say yes. WWE SummerSlam, 23% say that. CFL, nobody's voted for the CFL this weekend, and more 2024 Paris Olympics is leading the charge at 46% of the votes. Wow. I will be checking out SummerSlam. I'll be checking out the Pro Bowl game tonight, but SummerSlam this weekend for sure. Because I got to do a preview and review on it. So there you go. 12 says a person per se that is addicted to drugs. Laugh out loud. There you go. Well, he is. If he can get some help, I'm all for people getting help too, because we all support that as well. Daily Bible verse says, Randy, before we head into the break. Thank you, Randy. Our daily Bible verse is brought to you by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the Metro Atlanta area of Noonan, transforming lives for Jesus' sake every Sunday, 4 services for your convenience. Check out the website and you will find out more. Thank you, Randy. Let's go ahead. He's bringing in Colossians 1:13-17. He says, for he has rescued us from the kingdom of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his dear son, who purchased our freedom and forgave our sins. That's right. There you go. There you go. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, when we come back from the break, we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis getting prepared for the storm coming into Florida, the tropical storm, which I hope it stays a tropical storm. This is the time of year when tropical storms and hurricanes start really gearing up going towards Florida. So we'll talk about that. All right. Ryan, the Olympics still number one as far as the poll goes with the vote so far, I guess so. You can curse, but historically, no match. There you go. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got a few other things to talk about. Plus, it's Football Friday. We're going to dive deeper into the NFL Pro game. NFL's already started early. Schools just started yesterday for the Metro Atlanta area of Coweta County. Some of the Atlanta areas started, and some people are starting next week in Georgia and Alabama. So there you go. Oh, I'm not following Canada. They are doing good in the Olympics. Thank you, Bali, our correspondent for the Olympics, the actual Olympic portions of the games. Appreciate that, brother. Back here in a moment. We got a lot more to talk about. Get the poll question up there. We're going to return. Like, subscribe, and share. Help a brother out at $ RyanShelander on the Cash App or PayPal me. PayPal.me/RyanShelander, RyanShelander. Help a brother out today. Good morning, Pete. How you doing? He says, good morning to the Navajo Nation and all the other nations and everyone else as well. And good morning, Ryan. Good morning to you, Pete in Noonan. And yesterday, Pete, we had But Why come by and visit me. He's out there working at Noonan High School, getting the football facilities ready to go for the season. Guys, back in a moment. I appreciate that, Bally. I'm glad you're following all the games because you putting it in there is helping me out. Yep, we have people come by the station. People just keep coming by the station. The door is just open. If you're in Noonan area or the Georgia area and you're not too far from us in Alabama, you can come visit us. We're all good with that. Pete hadn't got up here yet. He just hadn't got up here yet. ECW. Well, I think I'm probably getting close to the age that Paul Heyman was that when he was running that. And I'm going to take that as an honor. He may be an ugly man, but he makes a lot of money. My tribal chief. Thank you, Jay. Trindad. Jay Trindad. Thank you, Jay. My tribal chief. I say about the scandal, the Chinese man, woman inserting. Can we solve the LA Olympics? That we could try. We could try. They're probably going to start taking away some of the awards. They have done some of that already. Pete, I know you're always working, buddy. You had time off. H.D. Reese was like, no, you got yard work to do. I hope they do that. Do some more investigating into that, Polly. Send it out. Get them like, subscribe, and share. We still got, I know Daniel's in here with us. We still got Lita. Hope she's still with us.
Is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services.
Well, I have somebody coming in the middle of my show in the 9 o'clock hour, the last hour. Oh, I just want to make sure you were still here, that we didn't run you off yet, because we're a bunch of inmates here. Now you're in lockdown with us. Wait for Gail to come in. Gail's actually watching. She just spreading the love of the up there in Tennessee and everywhere. I share in the YouTube and Facebook pages and stuff for me. She always sends me a message saying, I watch you every day. I don't get on there and mess with everybody. So I want to make sure everybody's there. Got a few more things to talk about. Team USA has the most women medals of any country. Yes. Australia's got 11. China's got 7. Boo, China. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll give that update right quick as I go back on.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated. And Water Tree in Noonan has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant.
No, but he's Michael Phelps is he taught Snoop how to swim just the other day because Snoop is at the Olympics. Full of shizzle.
Water treatment.
Oh.
We help those who are struggling with their faith or have doubts through discussion, inspirational stories, and contemporary Christian music. So tune in to Let Go and Let God Sunday mornings.
Let's go back. We're coming back.
Here on WQEE.
I love that Australia and USA are having that competitive. I love that between our two nations. That's like our sister nation. They always say they love us. Welcome back. No. We're back. Oh, it's all right. You're saved by the bell. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night. We welcome you back in here. We got a lot more in store for you. We'll talk about some stuff coming up from Florida with the actual tropical storm coming up. But first, we'll get into a little bit of other real news coming from the Olympics, Paris Olympics, because Bali is our 100% following it. So he is our correspondent. He says that Team USA has the most swimming medals of any country, followed by Australia with 11 and China with 7. So Team USA has raced away to 20 Olympic medals in the pool. Wow, that is so awesome. God bless gold. God bless get less gold. That's why low on table. That's right. There you go. So we thank you. Golds in swimming of USA. Thank you very much. Women's 4x100 meter relay, July 27th. Team USA made up with Kate Douglas. Thank you very much there, my friend. And this is a good part of the poll, at least our poll question this morning. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the update, Bali. I appreciate it, brother. Which sporting event will you be checking out this weekend? Tonight's NFL Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game between the Bears and the Texans at 35% of the votes. Also, the WWE SummerSlam tomorrow night. CM Punk takes on Drew McIntyre. We're going to do preview in the last period, so don't worry about it. Just a little bit of that in the last period. Also, we're going to talk about the other soap operas, the women and the men's soap operas in the final period. Wrestling and soap operas on television. That's probably the last 10 or 15 minutes of that show. We do that. We'll do a little preview of SummerSlam. CFL, nobody's watching it. I'm watching it. I'm going to check out some of the games. Great game last night. Man, what a shutdown. I think the Blue Bombers did. They shut down. The BC Lions 25-0. Man, what a game. And then more. Everybody's more into the Olympics right now. 2024 Paris Olympics, 47% of the vote is going out there. So we're going to watch the wrestling for you this weekend. We're going to watch other stuff to talk about it on Monday. Inside the Coach's Corner Monday with our favorite head coach, Tommy Lewis from Landmark Christian. That's going to be Monday's show in the final period. And that's going to be the final week. He's going to be in the final period. He's going to kick off the show on Mondays with me starting the next Monday inside the Coach's Corner. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Tuesday, Sports Beat's very own Richard Holdridge, weekdays from 2 to 3 on the network, is going to join us on Tuesday at the second period. We're going to talk more. We're going to talk Sunbelt baseball. We'll see if the Monsters of Chakalaka win. We'll talk some NFL action and get ready for some football action as well with him and so much more. We'll talk with that. We'll have a sports update and movie reviews on Tuesday with our friend in the final period, Shane B. We'll talk what's hot, what's not, and we'll see if Deadpool and Wolverine stay number 1 over the weekend. And then we head into Wednesday with strange and unusual weird news. We'll see what our new story that our journalist, Randy Rocket Cody, has for us from the Metal Den magazine. We'll do a little rock and roll music, metal music news, Motley Crue news, but also we'll talk about some of the strange and unknown as we continue to cover with him at different periods of time connected to other stories and things with our with other things and stories with our with the Epstein's list and stuff. That's on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we'll travel the state with our good friend, Sally Toole from Histories and Mysteries. That's next week. What's up, the Patriot, my brother? I like the marksman events. Ooh, yeah. Did you see the boss air gun shooter from Turkey that won the silver? Oh, yeah. Wasn't he the one that just walked out there in a T-shirt? That's kind of what our Southern brothers would do here. Just walk out in a T-shirt, pow, with a beer in one hand and a gun in the other. You sure he was from Turkey and he wasn't from the South somewhere? The man that is a woman's. Oh yeah, we talked about that already, Pete. Ollie brought that up. Yep, we talked about that. And that's why one of our listeners said, "Hey, I'm real." She says, "I'm real." Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, gangster move right there, Patriot. That's right. That's right. It's true was. You know, what nobody don't know is the guy says he's from Turkey, but he probably grew up somewhere in Kentucky or something, or Georgia, or Tennessee, or South Carolina, or North Carolina, you know. His dad might have been from, hey, here's what it is. His mom might have been from Turkey, but his dad was probably from the South. Oh, in the fencing. That's cool. That's cool. All right, let's jump back into it. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has issued an emergency declaration for people to prep as of yesterday, I should say, getting ready ahead of the new tropical storm coming through there. And instructs state officials to prepare for possible serious damage from severe weather issued yesterday at 5 p.m. at the National Hurricane Center, with a high remark of a possibility of a tropical storm depression targeting eastern Gulf of Mexico near the Florida Panhandle during the weekend and going into early next week. So we had to put that out there for you to let you know as well. Come on 50-year-old guys participating from Turkey. Well, if he was 50 from Turkey, that's why he didn't put nothing on. That's why he just went out there. He went out there with a beer in his hand and gunned it. Now, this is not a beer for those. This is a monster drink, but I'm just making a remark. All right. That's good. Pop. Yeah, okay, all right. You gave me a 10.1. Pop. All right, now give me a 12. Well, you only get up to 10. Oh, come on. Anyway, does Florida get drowned upside down? Sometimes they do. I did when I saw him, it just reminded me of what people do in the South. So there you go. Other headline news for you at about 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. We're about 70, now it's 75 degrees under sunny skies. Hopefully it stays that way all day. I got to do some weekend work in the yard. Couple other headline news. The forecast is predicting tropical storm to grow into a hurricane. Hopefully it doesn't do anything deadly. One dead in the Colorado Stone, 48 acres out there in Colorado. And ladies and gentlemen, we also want to say another headline news: Republican Representative Virginia Fox threatens to subpoena Columbia University for more documents in probing into allegations of anti-Semitic remarks and things on the campus there. And that's what the Republican Representative Virginia Fox is doing. Mitsubishi is joining up with Honda and Nissan as they're going to be partnering up for the new EVs. That's the electric vehicles, by the way, for those that don't know. But most of my audience knows when I say EV, they actually know they're, because they know how to read and stuff. But I mean, I don't know about Tucker Carlson or Don Lemon's audience, but I know my audience does. So there you go. But EVs, there you go, electric vehicles. So that's a couple of headline news for you. Oh, yeah, they're talking about some drinking there. Shooting has no age range. As long as your eyes stay fresh, you're good. That's right, Patriot. That's right. And even if your eyes are not fresh in the South, you're still gonna be able to shoot one. If you've been shooting forever since you were 13 or 14, or even probably even younger than that, I'm just gonna say 13, 14, so people don't think anything about people letting their kids at 7 shoot guns. Shh. Not that ever happened in the South. Shh. Bruce, shh. Patriot, shh. Don't tell them. Anyway, say 13 or 14, and you're in your 50s and you still can't see, you're still gonna be able to hear where that target is. Bam! Now tell me I'm telling lies. Good morning, man. How you doing? All my Southern boys were like, he's right. He's right. He's right. My grandfather couldn't even drive, but he still could shoot a deer. He couldn't see to drive. He couldn't see to go to anywhere. He couldn't even see to go to the restroom. But when he went out there and shot that deer, boom, he hit it on the first shot. That boy's right there. Good morning, man. How you doing? Oh, yeah, the 12. There you go. 12 says, laugh out loud. That's right. We're going to take a break. Thank you for agreeing with me there, 12. But hey, it's just a Southern thing. It's just the way it is. I know a lot of guys right now. I know guys right now, but I can tell you, since he's a painter, he can tell you right now, he probably works with guys who can barely see ahead, but they can look up there and say, hey, man, that wasn't cut in right over there in the corner. I know my father was like that. He can barely see, but he can see something tiny on the ground. Or when I painted for him in the past, when my father was alive, he did painting at his retirement, because he was a construction worker who worked as a foreman and helped build all the kind of buildings out there, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He could not see straight ahead. He couldn't see barely, but he could see in that corner and say, hey, you didn't cut in right there, right? See right there, it's not painted. And I'm like, and now I'm getting up in age. I can look over in the corner and say, hey, there in the corner of the studio, there's something that's not painted. It's called old eyes, guys. Back in a moment. But why? I tell you, yeah, he's right. He knows some people like that. Guns are a part of our culture. Call me Melty. Hey, Queen. How you doing, Queen? You want to be called Queen? We can call you Queen. But Lita might not want you to take her name. She just came in. Mm-hmm. We do learn how to do that in the South. I was coming to work this morning and 4 sheriff's deputies come flying by because Friday morning it was beautiful. I decided to walk to work. I get almost to where I need to get to, and they're flying up through there. I'm like, what's going on? Who they chasing? Who they going after? That's right, Matt. I'm not going to disagree with that. In the South, you get all that, plus you get the Peter Frampton Live album in the mail. You go and buy your detergent. You get the $5 off of the detergent for Tide. That's supposed to be where they were going to, was the Waffle House on Temple. They come flying, or was it Noonan Police, or because the sheriff's department come flying up through here this morning about 5:30. Waffle House is a restaurant, Polly, if you haven't heard of it. It's where you go when you get really drunk, and the food tastes great after you're really drunk. So I'm not a big fan of the Waffle House. I don't drink. I'm like, what's wrong with this food? Everyone's like, this is some good stuff, boy. What's up, Logan Paul Jr.? How you doing, little man? Good to see you back. I love the West WV gas station. You can get gas, food, whiskey, beer, ammo, new guns. Oh, that just sounds like a typical place in anywhere in the South. So that's cool. It's probably and look, Patriot, it's probably run by a little old couple, isn't it? They go to church on Sunday every Sunday. They shut down on Sundays and they go to church every Sunday. But why? You're right. Huddle House is better. They had one in LaGrange, but do they have one where you're from? But why? Because we don't have one here, I don't think. We had one in Pine Mountain. Don't have that action figure. Sorry, they hadn't sent it to me, Logan Paul Jr. Hot. That's what I thought, Patriot. That's what I thought. All my Southern listeners that call in from different parts were like, this boy is from the South. He knows all about these regular folks. That's just us. That's how we are. We're just used to it. Huddle House or Cuddle House? No, Huddle House, Matt. A few and far between, I know. But what I liked about it was you could get more than just what they had at the Waffle House. I remember you could get, besides hash browns, you could get French fries and potatoes and stuff like that. Plus, their steaks were better at the Huddle House. Plus, they had the best pies. Pumpkin pie. Every Christmas, I had to go to the Huddle House and Pine Mountain. They are far and few between. Huddle House is just a restaurant for those who don't know. You might as well call them equal to Denny's, but actually, Denny's is not as good as the Huddle House. But the Waffle House is for those people who spend all night somewhere. It's not 100. I don't think you're all blue, Martin. I think you'll be all right. Sometimes you get people you don't like in there, but I think you'll be good. You can vote somebody in if you don't want them in there. Call me Melty. What's up, Melty? Shoney's. You're going old school, but why? Town and Country has good pies and cakes. Yes, they do. I got to get them to do advertising with me. Welcome back in the IHOP. Oh, you like the IHOP? They're talking about some good food places here. 5 minutes away from the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back in. I'm getting hungry now. Old people, folks. Old people foods. Laughing my butt off. Pete says Town and Country here. Town and Country, you guys get some free advertising. I'm going to have to send you a bill. Shoney's used to have a killer breakfast bar and they're closed down now. Yeah. Shoney's used to be a good place to go. But wow, you're going old school. You remember those days? Good old days with Shoney's. I used to love going to the Shoney's. Everybody be like, we're going to go to the Waffle House. I said, y'all go ahead and go to Waffle House. I'm going to Shoney's. Sorry about that, Waffle House. There was 4 sheriff's deputies in Coweta County flew through 535 this morning through downtown Noonan, and I guess they were heading towards where the Waffle House on Temple Avenue is. I think someone said that there was 4 patrol cars there. Now these were these were sheriff's department that come flying through there this morning. But yeah, there you go. And they're talking about it, so we'll find out details of that coming into us. Has called in. He can't call in too. But why? But you guys get jealous. But why come and visited me yesterday? He was in town. Get jealous. He got to come by the studio. Call me Melty. Well, you can't be called Queen Melty because that is Alita's name. So sorry. All right. You guys can call in if you want to in the next hour. Maybe we'll open up that phone lines. But we got a lot more stuff to talk about. Still, we've got a preview. Logan Paul Jr.'s on with us. Good morning. I'm going to preview SummerSlam for you, buddy. I'm glad you come on right at the right time this morning. Hopefully you're not in trouble anymore with mom and dad. Hopefully you did what they told you to do and everything. So we got a lot of other news to get to and true crime I should say true crime leftovers from yesterday and all that good stuff. And, oh, man, Martin's smart. He buys in bulk, he says. That's smart. I told you I got the most intelligent listening audience ever out there and viewing audience out there. Yeah, we're the smallest audience in the business, but we're the smartest. All right, which sporting event will you be checking out this weekend? Tonight's NFL Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game, 32% say yes. 28% saying tomorrow night's WWE SummerSlam. I want to see CM Punk and Drew McIntyre finally go at it. And the rest of the matches are for titles. CFL, nobody's watching the CFL. After the Blue Bombers bombed the BC Lions 25-0 last night? Come on. And then more 2024 Paris Olympics, 40% of the vote. We're going to take a break. Don't you dare move away from that radio. You just get it from that local grocery store that you go and get food and breakfast from, Patriot. Just normal. Remember, in the South, we just think that's normal. It's like getting up and putting pants on. Buying animals like getting up and putting your pants on. I hate to have missed, but why had to leave and go to the other plant? He was Newton High School. He's going to be doing that in the next couple of days. Thank you, Patriot. Thank you for agreeing. There you go. You're laughing, but you know it's true. Oh, Lord. All right, let's see here. We're getting ready to go home. I'm hopping over the line from Virginia to West Virginia. Uh-oh. When you were up in the Appalachian Mountains there, Virginia and West Virginia. That's some of the coolest places to be, too. I've been through there numerous times. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Let's see here. Matt. Oh, no, Matt ain't it there. Well, you know, he was really, his mom is from Turkey, but I believe he was from the South. So his dad was from the South somewhere, because that's how we do. We just walk up. We don't wear anything. We just shoot that while we got a beer in our hand. Ooh, North Virginia messes up with Virginia politics. Wow. Matt says, more Martin means much better life because you're here to cheer us all up today. You amazing brother. Thank you for saying that to Martin. That is sweet of you. Sounds like good times. It is good times. He said he's a natural pop. You're not going to get me to believe his dad wasn't from the South. I'm sorry.
Or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
All right. Oh, yeah. We're going to preview this.
We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by death. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.travelforce.org.
There you go, Martin. It's Matt's fault. I'm picking Matt.
Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So, great. Wishbone Fried Chicken.
The Columbus River Dragons hockey team out of Columbus, Georgia.
Hey, sports fans, weekdays, 3 p.m.
Well, I appreciate that. Call me Melty. My brother is going to subscribe. There aren't many Southern LGBT communities on YouTube. We're not LGBTQ. Appreciate it, but why? I know you're still listening. We're not against it, but we're not. We're not. Why do you say that? Call me Melty. Are you one? I told you that Lita is the queen in here. I'm sorry. She's a real deal. So Matt, is that your buddy, Matt, now? I guess Call Me Melty thinks he's funny. He might be funny. Oh, old school. Don't go back and pull old school and hurt people today. Oh, that's cool, Patriot. Watch out, Matt. Don't let him pull you into it. Yes. We can have quiet on set. Everybody be quiet. Shut up. Because you know why? Tell them. Yes, we're awesome. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary in lockdown. You are with us. Worldwide. Yes, indeed. 78,000 plus of you worldwide. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada. We're across RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're also across 99.1 FM in Atlanta, WQEE the Key, home of Southern Sports, inspirational talk, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being in there with us. We welcome in Little Z this morning, along with everybody else. We'll talk about that coming up in just a few. We got some sports and some more news for you that can true crime leftovers. It's Friday. It's Fun Friday, and we're going to be Football Friday, Fun Friday, Football Friday, NFL Pro Bowl game, all of that coming up for you tonight. SummerSlam this weekend for you, Logan Paul Jr., who's in with us as well. Thank you very much, Pepper. Hello to my favorite radio personality and everybody in the room. We appreciate you, Pepper, being with us. Thank you for that honor and saying that. I thank you very, 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 very much. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. It's about, I'd say, 6 minutes past the hour. We're holding it about, can you believe it? I know you can't believe it. It's 75 degrees in the metro Atlanta area. Not too cool out there, not too warm. It's going to warm up a little bit today. So far, no rain is in the forecast, but you never know. It might pop out there and open. The rain stays away because I got some yard work to do this weekend. Yes, I know. Most of the time, your content creators and your superstars there, you come on here, they don't even let you know that they even know how to make a sandwich because they think that they're so up here. But they're really not. Just picking. They may be. It's so hot down south. That's right. It is. That's what she said. Anyway, good morning to Martin with us as well. Pepper joining us. Thank you very much. And Little Z is on with us, just joining us. Call Me Melty is having some problems this morning. I don't know what they are having problems. You're buffering. Don't be buffering. You got to buffle. You got to rub that out there. 12. I mean, rub the buffering out. I don't know what else you're rubbing. And that's up to you. Pepper says, good morning to Martin and everybody. Yes, that's what she said. All right. Which sporting event are you guys going to be checking out over the weekend? NFL Pro Hall of Fame game tonight. We'll talk about that in a moment. 30% of the votes, 30% going to WWE SummerSlam. I'm going to be checking out both. CFL, what's wrong? I mean, get the Blue Bombers bombed the BC Lions last night, 25-0. Nobody's checking that out. And more 2024 Paris Olympics, 41% of the votes. Also, this coming up weekend, game 2 tonight between the Atlanta Crackers and the Chakalaka Monsters in the Sunbelt Playoff League. We'll have that for you, or we'll talk about that for you as well. Oh, okay. You're talking about getting buff by lawn work, getting muscles. Okay, I thought you were talking about your computer was buffing. Sorry about that, guy. Sorry, 12. That makes, work it out, getting buff. Yeah, muscles, yeah. There's other ways you can get buff too, but I'm not going to tell you how to do that. There's other ways to work your muscles out as well. But that's between you and whatever. Anyway. Supposed to get over 100 where you're at. I need something to come through and cool it off. You can have our rain if you would like to. Jimmy, what's up? Friendly fire will not be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Oh, no, it will not be tolerated. All right. Always buffering here, Pete. Laugh out loud. Yeah. That's why Martin knows that. The stupid. We have musician jokes, okay? That sometimes I say here, musician jokes. Martin always says some, and I always say some. We have musician jokes. You just have to get over it. We think we're sorry. That's how we get along with each other in bands. We all think we're funny. Oh, accept the loss. Ha ha. Accept it, Jimmy. Ha. Gee, y'all TV, you're gonna accept the loss. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being with us on the YouTube, everywhere. They will. The way Australian girls won freestyle swimming, killing it. Thank you for some updates there, Bali, from the Paris Olympics, and he's giving us everything is going on. We appreciate our Summer Olympics, Paris Olympics, a correspondent, Bali, Music King, is with us, and we thank him for that as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome everybody in. Richard Spencer's with us. Is he the good guy or the bad guy? I don't remember. We had a few different good Richards on, and then one that didn't like nobody. With you here, flirting with Matt, talking about something off. Yeah. You're flirting with Matt? Okay. Matt has got a wife. He probably wouldn't do that. Men's hockey, India versus Australia. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Friendly fire would piss me off. Yes, it would. It would all. But, hey, some people do what they want to do. I mean, you'll shoot an eye. You can shoot an eye out. You shoot your eye out. Oh, you'll shoot your eye out. Who's flirting with Matt? Laugh out loud. I don't know, Lizzie, little Z. I got confused in that. India's leading 3-1. Awesome. 3-1 India versus Australia. Congratulations to them. A good hockey game going on. Thanks for that Bali update. Martin gets it. Yeah, he does. He don't want to. He does want. He does get it. I got it too, but I wanted to get away from that, Jimmy. Pepper wants to know who's messing with Matt too. You don't mess with Matt. We're hoping that everybody's like, wow. Now you see how crazy it gets in here to the new listeners. Lita, we also have John doing this morning, who was home way early. You guys see how they are. Don't get jealous now, Toothy. She'll be all right. She won't be jealous. Matt's wife will be the one to be jealous. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, I'm confused right now too. He says, I ain't jealous. I just like drama. I have to do the little head shaking because I know she's a teenager and she'll be talking like this. I just like the drama. Whatever. Phil says a Christmas story. Yes, that's what we're talking about, 12. A Christmas story. We're not talking about anything else. You'll shoot your eye out. Friendly fire, you'll shoot your eye out. Martin says it takes a cup of hot black coffee to get warmed up. Ooh, okay. Pepper says, why is a bicycle in my head? I don't know. Matt says, no one's flirting with me. They know Connie is a country girl with a big attitude. Oh, yeah, I know Connie. Okay, Connie, behind me, come out there, go. You talking to my man? What you mean you talking to my man? I think you need to step to the side. And that's just the nice things I can say because we're on air. Melty does need Jesus. That's what the Patriot says. All right, guys. It's great to kick off the show at 14 minutes past the hour, still 75 degrees, beautiful sunny skies out there. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodent critters. You eat things all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Thank you, Bolly, for keeping us informed on what's going on in the Olympics there, brother. He says men's something selling. One gold, U.S. gold, one gold. Woo! Man, we're getting some gold medals. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Oh, wait a minute. That's McDonald's thing. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, you hear about the so-called woman. Ollie even brought it into the feed. You know how I feel about men beating on women, and how I'm 100%. For the women standing up and doing their things. I'm a big supporter of the women, so I was very depressed in that situation. And the disrespect for our womankind. Yes, I really was. But I was like, if that had been a Southern woman after the match, she'd have knocked him out from behind. You are not going to win the gold. I laid you out. Be like in that movie, in that Friday movie. You got knocked the blank out. Been a Southern woman. She might not have won a thing, but she'd have knocked him down from behind and got over it. A controversial Olympics this year for sure. It is. It is. Oh, geez. I can't say it on here, Ryan. We get fined. Laugh out loud. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get me in trouble. Don't want to get in trouble. Are you all going what? Call me Melty? I don't know. We're USA. Majority of us are USA, sorry. USA. And then we're for Australia next. And then we're for England and Australia tied next. That's where we're at. We love India too. Mexico, we love you guys as well. Canada, yep. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're all those Melty, those other people we are. Pride is a sin, Melty. The Bible says men act like men. Woo! Oh, is it that time now? Yeah, it is. I'm not worried about them. We're here. All right, guys, let's jump into a couple other newsworthy notes that you can read for yourself because I have an audience that can read. Maybe not Melty, but the rest of them can. All right. Nonprofit American 250 said Thursday that the former president and first ladies, Barack and Michelle Obama, George W. and Laura Bush, will be honored co-chairs at a group planning for the 250th anniversary of of independence signing. A statement coming out says America is not the same country it was 250 years ago, but there are threads that tie us back to the very beginning of our history. So sounds good. I'm glad some respect is coming out in America. We have to be behind our USA, USA, USA. Always straight American for my American and all my patriots like the Patriot. And all my other people too that are Americans as well. Everybody's American. Except for you, call me Melty, I guess not. Anyway, CNN's Don Lemon, we told you last hour, is suing Elon Musk for $35 million over him getting kicked off of XXX. I would take $35 million too, but who cares? I'm not even on XXX. I'm not on OnlyFans page. Sorry. Florida issues an emergency preparation from Governor Ron DeSantis for the tropical storm that could grow into a hurricane later this week and going into next week as well. And that is some of the headlines. Also, a couple more headlines that you need to know before we head into the audience here and start talking to you guys. Colorado has confirmed, officials confirmed one death on Wednesday after the stone cannon fire, which is about 20% contained right now as of yesterday morning. The Israel military confirmed that it killed Hamas military leader Mohammed Defu, who was said to be responsible for the planning and carrying out the attack on October 7th during that festival that was going on that targeted an airstrike from Israel that got this Hamas military leader last month in Cannes. And in Napa, Idaho, police are seeking a warrant for the arrest of a former Green Power Ranger. That's right, Green Power Ranger. Go Power Ranger! Go Power Ranger. His name is Hector David Rivera, and he's being sought in an assault on an elderly man with a walker. Now, why would you hit elderly? You don't like the Green Ranger? Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I think you were a man. The old man went up to him. I think you kind of fruity there, buddy. Playing around in that green. Now, I don't know what was said. I'm just saying, why would you hit an elderly man? Because some of them are going to hit you back, and they're going to hurt you. I know not to do it. I'm not stupid. But it looks like Hector David Rivera, who played the Green Ranger on the original series, was going to go to no reason why whatsoever. So there you go. So none of the above you will be watching 1211. 1211 says, I got better things to do, Ryan. I'm sorry. I like you all, brother, but I got better things to do. Oh, Lord. What's up, Pat? How you doing this morning? He said, good morning, Pimp. How you doing, Pimp? You're the one that truly is, my brother. Thank you for being with us. All right, Bolly's giving us some more updates. We'll get back to the Green Ranger as we get Paris Olympics. Swimming, butterflies, only one guy. Also, 3 of the U.S. and in there as well. Swimming individual finally won a backstroke women's final 2, and swimming freestyle 1. And okay, that's some of the things going on. Thank you there. 3-on-3 basketball. U.S. beats. Of course, U.S. is going to beat them. Nobody has a chance. I mean, that's what it is. Thank you for giving that update there. Agent 59, Agent 34 is just fired today, so you might be seeing may not be seeing Agent 34 anymore. I hope you don't get rid of them that way. Definitely so, Bali. Thank you for doing all that, brother. We appreciate all that and keeping us informed on the real activities going on there and everything. But anyway, this Power Ranger guy hitting this old elderly man. No reason why he did it. Did he just go crazy? Was he just walking down the street and saying, back when I was a kid, I used to watch and the guy like, wait a minute. Leave me alone. Hit. Go Power Ranger. I'm the Green Ranger and I'm going to whoop this elderly man. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Lord. I just don't know what's going on with some of these people. So they're looking for him there in Idaho. They're searching for this guy and everything. He's hiding out at the Power Ranger headquarters. He's all dressed up in his Green Ranger outfit when they arrest him. I'm like, I was a Green Ranger. I was the Green Ranger. Guy, call me Melty. You gone too far. You got to go. See ya. You didn't win. You just disrespected people in here. We got young kids in here and good people who are just trying to be themselves. You're gone. You're gone. He's gone. I got rid of him, guys. He's done. Let's talk about some other stuff. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I got Logan Paul Jr. in here, and I got little Z, and I'm not gonna have him be talking like that in there. And then a lot of you guys that he's trying to say things to try to get you mad. And we don't have time for that. She likes drama, but not that kind of drama. See, more like, I tell you what, I'm going to go get me something to eat. Snap. That's little Z for us. I'm just picking. I don't think you talk like that. U.S. got 9 gold, 16 silver, and 14 bronze, total of 39. Woo-hoo! All right, thank you very much. Yeah, I had to get rid of him because he would make Patriot. I know you were wiping the floor with him, but I didn't want him to keep going too far. But you were wiping the floor with him. He was probably sitting there crying, tears hitting the computer. I can't believe this Patriot guy's hurt my feelings. He says I'm not a bad brother. You thought he was a sissy show? I appreciate you drinking your coffee and watching to a real man on the internet and real radio. Yep. I guess. But good for them. And remember, aim away from your eyes, buddy. No friendly fire there. I had to get rid of him. He started going a little too far. I mean, even though the Patriot was actually wiping the floor with him. Told you, trolls can't come in here. They're like, I think some intelligence. I think some intelligence. My mommy tells me I'm handsome and intelligent and smart and a fine young man, and one day a woman will take me. Pat, are you ready for SummerSlam? I'm ramped up for SummerSlam. I don't know about everybody else, bro. I'm going to be talking about that in the final period if you stay with us. I'm going to be doing some previews for it just for you guys, just for you wrestling fans out there. I knew I was going to tag somebody with a horse canoe pepper. Oh, okay, y'all, you're having your own conversation. Sorry. Don't want to get in y'all's conversation there. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. We got more on the way. Go Power Rangers, running from the cops. Go Power Rangers. He ain't said nothing, quiet as a mouse. Who ain't said nothing? That guy? Yeah, I got rid of him because he was too he was getting embarrassed by the Patriot. He was trying to go too far. The Patriot's like, whoa, jabroni. No, you're rolling. Shut your mouth. Back in a moment. Pat, I'm going to be doing the wrestling for you, brother. Back in a moment. Pam, hashtag Pam is my sister. Good morning, Pam. How you doing? If you're on with us. Hope you're doing great, young lady. Athletes and swimming make gold count. There you go, brother. Thank you, Randy, for putting that in there, brother. Randy's let's calm things down. We'll calm things down, but we're still having fun. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know she wouldn't know. So your sister's ready for SummerSlam. You need to tell her she should have been on the show today to be talking about it. Pandemic had such an effect on the WWE. Don't know if they'll cover. I agree, but I think they're coming back. I think they're doing well. They're going to be in some major places, but you also they got to start pushing the right people too. I mean, right now the biggest star they really got is Cody, and when Roman comes back, it's going to be pretty big there too. And when Roman comes back, it's going to be Bloodline versus Bloodline, the new Bloodline versus the Elder States Bloodline. That's going to be a good war. I can't wait to have a Survivor Series match with them. What you think about that, Pat? Amen, Randy, of course. Yep. What you think about the Roman leading the Uso twins and Paul Heyman in their corner? And they're going to have to get somebody else to take on the current bloodline or the current new bloodline. That's Survivor Series. I think that'd be a good one. Oh, Pepper said your sister is in love with Roman. She don't care if he's got a wife. Well, look, the real life Roman Reigns compared to his character on TV is a really good guy, really good father, really good husband, a really good man. So I don't know if he'd leave, but your sister might could try. You never know. I don't care if he's got a wife. This is Pepper's sister, Pam. I don't care if he's got a wife. Look at me. No, he's never been good on the mic, but that's why he's got Paul Heyman. What's up, Fred from Japan? How you doing this morning, brother? Yeah, he's a good father. He definitely is. That's another thing about his health and everything. That's why he didn't wrestle that many matches, so he'll come and do certain matches, Pat. And that's good to be main event matches. Oh, the prisoner swap with Russia? Richard? You think that that legalizing the weed is going to make them more popular, Richard? Yo, dude! What's up, D? How you this morning in Texas, brother? Agent 34, thank you, you're back. Shh, don't tell everybody. I knew about the exchange between Russia and America, but I didn't know anything about this, them legalizing weed. Yep. You know he's over in AEW, and then he got hurt again there. Edge is what we're talking about if you're just listening. Okay. Richard, you might have a point there. Of course, I'm not here to disagree with anybody, especially when they coming up with points. I usually try to listen. All right. Yeah. AEW, says Pat. Pat, we're going to be talking about some WWE stuff coming up in the next hour. And Pepper told us, I'm going to redo this for over the air. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Guys, you're in lockdown. Pepper said her sister Pam is in love with Roman Reigns. So my tribal chief, if you're listening, you're just going to have to tell your wife goodbye because Pepper's sister Pam is in love with you. I'm sorry. Fred, good morning to you from Japan. Bali's keeping us up to date on what's going on with the Summer Olympics. We appreciate him. as well. And we're going to go back and get Richard Spencer Jr. I love that name. He brought up about the prisoner exchange with Russia and America. And of course, there was a picture of one of those journalists that was released from Russia standing next to President Biden and the vice president. I saw that picture as well. He said, and I haven't heard about this, but this is probably true. He says that the Biden administration, along with Kamala, is probably planning on trying to legalize weed as they head into the this election. And he says she will legalize weed, and that will be the checkmate, is what he says. Wow. So there you go. Wow. Got a little heavy there this morning. But he brought it up. Thank you, Richard, for bringing that up, brother. Off the feed there. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, we always like to share what our intelligent audience, which Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper and Sean Hannity's audiences, they can't read, but ours can. And ours can debate. Theirs can't. Ours can. Why am I saying that about you guys? I'm doing good. Legalizing it, but that's not enough to help her, says the Patriot. He doesn't think it's enough to help her. Crack of dawn, Martin says here. Starting the sun's coming out. Hope it's not too hot for you today. Bolly says, Ryan, that Jackson Hinckley launching a communist party. Get ready. Mark my words, Muslims will join there. I believe that, Bolly. I believe that. You're originally from those areas. I believe what you're saying. Intel is slashing 15,000 workers as it cuts all of its non-essential workers. 15% of its workforce is going to be going out of business, $10 billion. I'm telling you, the AI stuff is taking over, and they just closed down Badcock, ladies and gentlemen, Badcock, which is a furniture store for people who go and get, furniture at a good price and everything. A lot of those are closing down nationwide, mainly in our areas in the South. Also, I found out that Hooters is shutting down as well. So, guys, you're not going to be able to go gawk at the 19-year-olds anymore. Oh, I was about to say the other thing. That's just the perverts that my friend Chris Hansen takes care of. Hot and smoky there in Washington. Yeah, there you go. So you think the Democrats making an alliance with them, the ones you just said, Botley, about the, what was it? The how he feels. It's the Watermelon Coalition. Red for communists, green for someone else. Wow. Heat wave, 8 p.m., 101 feels like 112 today. What? It's going to be heat wave in Tennessee. Wow. But jobs are shutting down. So we can't just go say, hey, go get a job, loser. You're a loser. You won't go get a job. No, we're not talking, I think that the trolls that sit in their mom's basement at 40 should already have jobs. But, we're talking about a lot of young people trying to put themselves through college by going to work at Badcock, going to work at Hooters, going to work at Red Lobster and places like that. College kids and stuff. They're losing jobs. Wow. Evening here, morning there. I'm in Japan. Yes, good evening to you, Fred. And Kiko in Japan is listening, by the way, over here, as well as Sweetleaf, Tim, Bob, Sue, and Rodney K on the Navajo Nation, Alice, Michael, David, and Vicky in Canada. Say good morning to Diana in South Wales this afternoon there, Barbara in Australia, Kiko in Japan, Sarah in New Zealand overnight. So there you go. Those are on our other feeds, by the way. If you don't see them in the YouTube feed, they're on my other feeds I have. And then, of course, we're going to say good afternoon from windy South Africa. It's Friday. Chicken barbecue, says Eliza. Good morning to you. Or good afternoon to you, I should say. Chicken barbecue, we got to come over to your place. I know that's all way in South Africa, but good. Chicken barbecue sounds great. I need a job that pays more attention than giving money to me. Laugh out loud. I want money. I want the money. Rich said, it is indeed, brother, BS to do the exchange with Biden and her as well. Wow. D says, I don't believe America will fall to communism. All right, brother. That's because we got Texas. You're from Texas. You guys won't let it happen anyway. It's not will it make alliances with communism. So he's saying, I don't think it's going to happen. Just don't make sense. It's not going to happen. Of course, we're not going to let it happen in Texas. I'll settle for just a job, says Pat. Thank you, brother. Thank you, young man. Thank you, sir. Or I should say pimp. There you go. I think that some people do that, but I don't think a lot of people don't. All right, we're getting ready to take a break here. In just a few moments, stay with us on the network. RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. We're going to talk about SummerSlam this morning. I'm ready for Drew and CM Punk. Also, we're going to talk about the first football game of the season in the NFL. That's all coming up. You guys, make sure you stay in the feed there, back on the YouTube. Back in a moment. What's up?
All right, here you go. Yeah. Okay, little snack right.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm heading back down. More than likely, Point University going to be joining us on football.
I figured that.
Yeah, we had no buy. I give them to the 10th on the money situation.
Okay, well,
And so,
give who to the 10th?
Point
Okay.
University. It's a 12-month deal.
All right.
Yeah, and so Karen, they have a 10-game schedule.
Okay.
I told them that they actually do. What will happen? They carry the game on YouTube locally, and what happened when they're on the road, that other team carry the game. So all we need is just a link.
We just need the feed.
That's it. That's it. And so also too, they said they start next year. They're gonna play the Grange.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that led director. She want to move everything from that back down to Point.
Well, that makes more sense. They are in West Point.
They ain't crazy about Valley. I said, well, that Valley is a pain. They still live in 1950 with Riley and that.
Yeah, I know. They still stuck in the old days.
Yeah, all Valley want business come there, but yet they got all those rules and stuff. It's crazy.
Yep, it is. It is.
I can keep you updated.
All right, sounds good. So when are we going to start? We're going to start later on promoting their.
Probably next week we're going to start promoting, and they're supposed to be sending us about the games.
Okay.
Everything they got.
Are they going to go on all the stations?
Yes. Straight across
Good.
the board.
Good.
Yeah, straight across the board, and I agree that we're going to carry them on the Lynette, the Grange, and here.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so if you get, let me tell you, the carnival in Columbus pulled out. They quit.
Really?
Yeah, at Kessel, they were over there last year, and they quit. And they talked to Tim, and Tim asked me to talk to them in the auditorium. So we talking to the auditorium, trying to get into the auditorium this year.
Well, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
That'd be big money there.
Between us and a group out of Florida.
Well, if we get it, it's going to be pretty big for us.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can contact Tom and tell them that the River Dragons that we're going to be there.
Yep.
And maybe they can do something with us too again.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Talk to you later. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that, guys. That was the CEO of the company. What was you asking, Eliza? I missed it. If they open their own stock exchange, Texas can run themselves. Yep.
Want to get back to your community in a meaningful way? Cares for Kids is a Keller Williams multi-founded charity in which 100% of what we raise goes directly to children in need in our area. Cares for Kids helps fund local organizations.
That's all right, little Z. You just stay on with us and enjoy yourself. Good morning in a pinch. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's the Columbus River Dragons.
in Noonan has got you covered with their amazing line water. Swing by for quick and easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options.
Whoa!
Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in Noonan.
This is Dave Scott.
Sorry, guys. I had to,
Every night starting at midnight on WQEE 99.
have you need to skip to the I have ate at Christie's Cafe here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. I'm in Texas, but we believe in our country we would be landlocked and have even worse border problems. See that I appreciate that, D. Appreciate you, brother. All right, we're gonna get back to some other things. Romeo, about time you showed up. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown, ladies and germs, boys and girls. We've got coming up for you. We're going to dive into some sports, some Football Friday, some wrestling wrap up. We're going to get in that. But first, I want to tell you guys, we appreciate you tuning in here this morning. Check out our radio station page for all the news you can use. On there, you can read for yourself. You got great news. Thank you very much, Romeo. I don't think it'd cause anything, Richard. I really don't. But if you feel that way, that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. Remember, I don't do that. All right, coming up this weekend. Indeed. Tell me some of that good news there, Romeo. Tell me some of that good news. All right, here we go. Which sporting event will you be checking out this weekend? NFL Pro Bowl Hall of Fame game. 26% of the votes. WWE SummerSlam, 29% of the votes. Finally, CFL. Finally, my Canadian listeners that came in. 6% of the votes for a CFL action this weekend after the 25-0 Blue Bomber bombing the BC Lions last night. And I don't want some BC Lions fans getting mad at us. I know certain ones that listen, but they did that. And more 2024 Paris Olympics, which my brother Bali is keeping us updated on, 38% of the votes. Good morning, Mad Monk. How you doing? Well, wrestling's real now. I don't know about everything else. I mean, because when Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns, he beat him fair and square, even with all the people coming in. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Good morning, Ben. I'm messing with you, Mad Monk. Good morning, brother. Good, great, Romeo. I'm glad you're doing so great. I'm glad you got some things going on. The good news is I can mostly join, but we'll be late. All right, brother. We're glad you be here. Pepper says, good to have you. Well, I got a theory on that one, but you guys don't want to hear it because then it blames the Heritage Foundation, and you don't want to blame them. All right, anyway, let's get back to it. Pro Sports owned by CCP. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that, Martin. You're an elder statesman. Good. God bless Toothy. Please restore her good health in Jesus' name. Amen. We pray for her over there. Amen. Thank you, brother. Rome, I'm late a lot too. Romeo, I'm late a lot too. Don't worry about it. Amen. Thank you guys for praying for her. We love that we have our young audience here and young people that come on here. Thank you guys for praying for her. That is so sweet. You're going to make her cry now. But you should have a talk to chat thing you could put on there, little Z. Anyway, all right, let's get back to it. We're about, I'd say about almost 10 minutes till. We're holding it 75 degrees, beautiful sunny skies out there. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Groove, get exterminated, let us smack down on you. That's right. Well, not on you guys, but on them critters you don't like. So there you go. Can't wait for today's birthday. Well, happy birthday. Oh, that's sweet. She definitely protects it for sure. All right, guys, I got some local baseball I want to talk about. I know you guys, my worldwide audience don't know who this is, but we've got the Chakalaka Monsters who were in Alabama, who moved to Columbus last year to team up with their partners. They were the Chattahoochee Monsters, and they teamed up with the Columbus Chattahoots. Now they didn't split off because there's no longer baseball teams in Columbus, Georgia anymore. So they went back, and actually here's another win for an association with the Columbus River Dragons, who were their main partners. Anyway, the Chakalaka Monsters defeated the Atlanta Crackers the other night, 5-4. Yes, I got the Atlanta Crackers. Crackers, a long listing team all the way back to the 40s, here before the Braves moved to teams here. So there you go. They've got it. The Atlanta will play host to them tonight at 7:05. If Monsters win, the season is over, and the Monsters will be the first in history to become the champions. And we didn't even have an opportunity to carry them here at the station, being that we were associated with them. Win tomorrow night, game 3 between the Monsters and Atlanta, 8:05 over in Chakalaka. So there you go. That ends their season and everything. Bad spelling and autocorrect. Haha. I know that's right. All right. Canada women's soccer team. Here's some other news for you, Bali. Soccer team loses the Olympic spying appeal that they were being spied on. They lose that Olympic spying appeal from the Olympics. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it. We're there. We're going to do SummerSlam coming up in the next hour. Match finished. India won by 3-2 over Australia in the hockey. Woohoo! Woohoo! Way to go! Way to go! Way to go! I mean, I was going more for Australia because we got more Australian fans, but for our listeners that are in how you would say India, we appreciate that. Well, Richard, most of mine are elder statesmen and Army vets, and so they're not really too working. Brother man, what's up, Big M? As well. Hector, you're probably not going to offend nobody in here with that. Maybe one or two, but you're not going to offend anybody. So if that would coming in to be offensive, they'd be like, yeah, whatever. Man, that's the guy we're voting for, or that's the person we're voting for, they say. Some of them say. All right, let's get back to the other people. They saying they're being spied on. I don't know. I guess while they were practicing, supposedly they were spied on because they had to rehearse. They had to practice on some of the same fields with some of the other teams, and they felt like they're being spied on by maybe other coaches. And it's like, no, they were having to share the field, I think. So I guess they think they have something special that somebody else don't have. Matt, good morning, man. There you go. I need a RPG. I don't know what that is, but if Martin needs it, it's good. All right, let's see here. Who was spying on them? Well, they were kind of saying somebody else from some of the other teams are spying. But in America, we call it checking out our competition. But they actually said nothing was done about it because nothing was really going on. So the Canadian Olympic women's team lost an appeal over drone. Okay, they said it was drone spying. And even though they were sharing the same field, now they're all practice on these fields and everything over there. But the Olympic women's team said that there was a drone spying scandal that cost them 6 points in a group standing, but still managed to advance to the quarterfinals of the round. So it's drone gate. Drones are spying on soccer teams. Yeah, right. Soccer teams are not that important. If we're going to have drones spying, they're going to come spying on my boys up there in the mountains. see what they got going on. Who spies? Laugh out loud. Chinese soccer team? Probably so. They would be the likely suspects. It is fair to look at your opponent's practicing. Exactly. Well, it was a drone, so it must have been China, guys. Okay, I get it. Some people think if someone is watching them, they're spying, like saying you're checking out your competition. Yeah, because all you guys are watching me right now on the YouTube, so you're spying on me. You're spying on what I'm doing here. 95% of all drones send information to China. Facts. I learned that when I applied for a job, a DOD job. See there? Well, look. If China was spying on Canada's soccer team, it's because China's soccer team is no good. So they're like, ooh, look down. Ooh, that's called kicking ball. Oh, you got to use your head. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. USA Hellfire drone direct to God. 12 says, we're spying. You're stealing information. Laugh out loud. I mean, I guess the drone made them uncomfortable, but they lost the appeal because, the Olympics are like, well, okay. They're spying. I don't want my Canadian listeners to get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But I'm making fun of it because it just don't make sense. Exactly. They went pointers. They want pointers. They wanted pointers. Exactly. They wanted pointers. Oh, you see, that's how you play the game. They don't need to spy on Americans. They be seeing our girl sitting up there smoking cigarettes or smoking something else. Hey, man, you ready for this game? Yeah. All right, I'm ready. That's why they didn't have the drones over our practices, but over the Canadian women's team practices. All they saw when they came over us was over our team was the girls were sitting there smoking some stuff and drinking some stuff and sharing some stuff. I'm just kidding. Oh, wow. We're spying on Ryan to get ammo to tell his wife for dinner conversation. Laugh out. China women's hockey got Olympic qualifications by referees by making India lose. I'll do that. I seen that match in Asia, he says. That's what Abali's saying. They were like, oh, no. I mean, come on, guys. I'm just being honest. We already know about all ourselves. In America, we're honest with each other. We know we have problems. China forces their teams to train before they can walk. That sounds about right, D. It does sound about right. I can't disagree with that. Listen, Bali from, who's associated over there in that side of the country or another country. Listen, that's why I'm saying strict actions in LA. I want stricter actions in LA too. I agree with you, brother, when we bring it back the next go around. All the point of a gun, 49 says. So there you go. All right. Let's get ready to take a break here this morning on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We got some sports to talk about. The Bears beat the Texans in the NFL preseason opener. I thought it was supposed to be tonight. We'll talk about that coming up. It's in Canton, Ohio, where they had the finals for the USFL game, or the USFL games last year, not this year. All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment. The game was tonight. Well, it said it was tonight. I guess it already went.
Providence Health in Oregon faces a class action lawsuit
This mic is live on air.
The Oregon Anesthesiology Group wasn't following infection control procedures. Providence notified patients they should get tested for HIV.
Texas football goes down in quality after college. Ooh, go down in quality. Hey, coming to the SEC, where Alabama and Auburn and Georgia are going to whoop Texas. I'm hoping Auburn beats them. Alabama will cry if the fans will cry if they lose to you. Georgia, sorry, Georgia's going to, yeah. Oh, it's going to be 50s.
Now, I'm familiar with you guys, but now your dad, I'm not familiar with, but I'm seeing here that he was a 1970s country singer. Can we talk about him for just a little bit? Yeah, he was kind of a regional act, I guess you could call it. He did tour.
More than I thought I saw. Okay.
High school, he just had success with an independent label out of Nashville, a small label called Rio, and several acts on that little label. My dad even had quite a few charted singles. I think the biggest hit he had on about top 15. But we had a tour bus, and my dad.
Somebody coming here?
Texas is a serious, very accomplished musician, wonderful guitar player, singer, songwriter, and that's what I grew up with. So I got the bug early on.
You're right about that. We can't do that. Don't say that, there. You hurt my feelings. I just can't believe you hurt my feelings there, Matt. I don't care about the scores. I'm a Texas Horns and Aggies fan. Oh, okay. I love them. Cool.
You can also follow McBride and the Ride on Facebook. Be sure to follow the Mark on Facebook and Instagram.
I don't know, Bolly. I don't really know that answer.
To find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Newton, Sharpsburg, Franklin, LaGrange.
Well, still, I'm an Auburn guy. I know you're going to pick on me about that. Oh, okay. You don't care. You tease it. That's what it means.
And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better. Trump in an interview at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention, that Harris was always an Indian heritage, later happened to turn black. Harris was speaking in a black sorority celebration Wednesday night in Houston. Harris is Indian American and African American. He was a member of the Alpha sorority when she attended Howard University, a historically black university. The New York Appeals Court is rejecting Trump's appeal to lift the gag order that restricts his public statements after being convicted in his hush money case. Mark Mayfield has more.
The gag order bans Trump from speaking publicly about the court staff, prosecutors, and their families. In the decision fell on Thursday, the panel of judges said the order can stay in place through Trump's sentencing. Judge Juan Rashawn lifted some of the order when he was convicted.
Thought it meant rock or marble. Aggie fans, tell us what it means. I know we got D in here as an Aggie fan. He should know. Rich Traditions is a military and agricultural school. All right, awesome.
In this year's second quarter, Intel reported a revenue of $12.8 billion, down 1% from 2023.
Yep, farming. We did the same thing. They did the same thing at Auburn agricultural years ago. Some of these teams have been around since the 1914s, guys. I watched a documentary on a team up in Tennessee that was dominating Georgia, Georgia Tech, Auburn, Alabama. Now they're not even in the main. They're not even in the SEC or anything like that. They're kind of in Division II or Division III, something like that. Can't remember. There was a Tennessee team. There you go. We're going to talk some football and some other stuff, wrestling. Throne Gate. Dun, dun, dun. Zero, and they're still going. Awesome. You don't have a talk to chat thing, little Z? Yep. All men back then. You're right. I mean, we still have men on football teams today nowadays, right? I think you're saying it was only men that went to college. Right? Oh, yeah. Well, that's because back then that was all farming and stuff, mainly. People went to school because for what they were going to grow up to be or what they were going to do, which was agriculture, farming. There wasn't that many people was going to go to the cities and everything. Awesome. Glad to hear all those games are still going on, Bali. Thank you.
We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.happy.
American Dream. I tell you what. I dine with kings and queens and eat pork and beans. There you go, Patriot. American. That's the American Dream. Dustin Rhodes. I know you're talking about agriculture, Patriot, but I had to mess with you. I know you were talking about what they were all talking about in the feed. I know, but when you said the American Dream, I had to come up with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Listening to Braves Country right here on the Key. You can catch Braves Country on Braves Country HD. Find us on YouTube today. YouTube.com/.
Oh, wait, here we go.
You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, the Key.
Yeah, I do. I live close enough. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a very, very good night. Welcome into the final period. A few more, 40-something minutes or something or less. We're going to be with you. We're going to be previewing WWE SummerSlam this hour. We're going to give you some updates on that soap operas for you ladies out there. And I know some of you gentlemen watch it too. And we're talk some sports, it's football, Friday, and anything else you guys can pop in the feed this morning. Well, they'll never stop taxing anybody. We were talking about the agricultural schools with the Aggies and stuff and the colleges and everything in the feed. My audience is talking about that. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary, by the way. You're on 99.1 FM, the Key, WQEE, the Key. We're also 78,000 plus of you on Shoutcast, Shout Out Loud, across the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and Navajo Nation, British Columbia, Isles of Canada, and the 99.1 FM WQEE, the Key Real Radio in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta area. We welcome you guys back in here. We thank you very much. Thank you, you. Uh-oh. Let's see who this is. Good morning. Hello? 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 All right, we had to hang up on them because they wouldn't answer it. But back to the feed. They were talking about the agricultural and farming and they started football back in the day and all that good stuff. And I was saying, well, I watched a documentary on public television about a football team that's a D2 or D3 football team in Tennessee that used to dominate back in the old days over Alabama, Auburn, Georgia Tech. They were all together and everything in college football across the nation. And that's back when they were like tackling each other and wearing leather helmets. So then we got into the agricultural talk in there and all that good stuff. And that they should stop. Oh, I don't know if it is 10 right now. It's 78K. That's what it is. Anyway, back to thank you for that, Matt. But so there you go. We had farmers here who would grow things once they finished harvesting what they wanted. This is Pepper saying this. They would put up signs, help yourself. You can pick it up if you can. Then it would help feed a lot of neighbors. See, that was the good old days when people cared about each other. Nowadays, it's like, me. It's all about me and my stuff. Government put a stop to this, and I don't understand why. Because they don't make money off of it. They make money off of get tax money off of all these people selling this stuff. Oh, you're talking about 10 viewers on YouTube. Yeah, I know I'm not that popular on YouTube, am I, Matt? I had a guy tell me, though, this thing is going good for the 6 months it's been on. He's like, look, not many other people are doing that. I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Can't help it. I'm better than most is on here, but people would rather see somebody play with their feet and cuss and say things that are crazy because they're like, I'm crazy, so I won't be with crazy people. That's why some people say, I'm still staying with Triple X. It's all right that Elon Musk got OnlyFans on there. It's okay as long as I like Elon and his OnlyFans. Anyway, let's see here. Thank you. I appreciate that, Matt. I was just messing. Yes, 6 months. It took me 2 years to pass 1,000 subs, said the Patriot. You should have already had that. I've seen your page. You do good too, brother. But they just don't like normal folks. We're normal. That's why, Matt, you're normal. That's why. They just don't like normal folks. We're out here like, this is what we do. And then Patriot's sitting there playing his banjo. So cool, man. Oh, I meant to ask you, can you do dueling banjos? Because I'd like to bring you in and scare the heck out of somebody. Their quality is better than what they have. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Get you to play dueling banjo so we can go scare some people. Ding, 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 ding. And then I can go, you got a pretty mouth. Play it for me, Patriot. Awesome. I like to hear it sometime. Anybody don't know, one of our listeners plays banjo. That is so cool. It takes a lot of talent to play that. as a drummer, as a musician, I'm always impressed by unique mandolin players, banjo players, steel guitar players, keyboard players, people that stuff that I can pick up the guitar and play the guitar and I'm a drummer. So, but anybody who does this other stuff is kind of like, wow, it's amazing. The claw hammer more than 3-finger pick. See there? 12, says banjo is a good instrument. It is. Play some speed metal on there. Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen those guys that are a bluegrass band and they do all covers of heavy metal bands from Led Zeppelin to Metallica to Guns N' Roses? Can't remember their names right now. I know you know who I'm talking about, Patriot. Yeah, a lot of talent to play the radio themselves days. Laugh out loud. Yeah, there. I think that might be who they are. But they will all they got banjos. They play all different kinds of instruments. But they did Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. They did nothing else. They did AC/DC. You Shook Me All Night Long. Pepper says, I wish I knew how to play banjo. Good morning. I'm late to the chat. Says Captain Hot Buns, welcome in. We're just talking about some fun stuff right now since it's 15 minutes past the hour. 77 degrees now. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for the rodent critters or gooey things at all. But yeah, man, I watched these guys. They changed bass players. They had a stand-up bass player. The drummer was playing all kind of different things. I can't remember the name. I think it's what you guys said, but I can't remember. He just played all kind of different drum things. And it's so cool. They had Master of Puppets. Oh, man. Master. Singing in a bluegrass form. I was like, this is awesome. These guys are awesome. I watched a whole bunch of stuff one weekend. I was like, these guys are awesome. First step, Patriot, buy a banjo. Then YouTube, and you can, and then maybe find a teacher. Hey, the Patriot can show you. You should put videos up of teaching. You should put videos up of teaching banjo, Patriot. Make some money on that. Have people subscribe and make some money on that. Earl Scruggs, I love that. I love that too. There, you're taking me back to some music. It's like listening to old rockabilly music too, you know. People are like, oh, you're a metal guy and a punk guy. Yeah, but the rockabilly stuff I like, and I love a lot of the bluegrass stuff because of the speed. As a thrash metal guy and punk guy, the speed of bluegrass is just, oh my gosh. And when I saw that band doing all those rock songs and metal songs, and they even did a Offspring song. When I went through all that, I was like, yeah, finally. People like me that like this music, but play that style of music. I'm sales now. Music is just for me now. Music living is my past. Music living is my past life now. Oh, I hear you, Patriot. I understand where you come from. All right. Well, we got into that. That's our listener takeover right quick from the YouTube. Sweet Leaf says, man, y'all having a good time today without me. Sue says, I just been listening and loving that. And I love the banjo too. Oh, everybody loves the banjo. One of my favorite singers, Matt said, is Buddy Holly. Martin says, I wish I could still play bass. Oh, you still can play bass. It's just that you just got other things to do now. As we get older, it's just the way it is. I play my drums on the weekend. I'm like, and I'm like, oh man. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hey, this is Jason from US Auto Care. How are you?
I'm doing good, Jason. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Okay.
The reason of the call is that Allstate and other companies have recently dropped down the rates in the market. So let me ask you this. If we offer you something better, something cheaper than what you're paying right now, would you consider that as an option?
Sure, why not?
Okay, just give me 30 quick seconds and let me see what we can offer you.
Okay, do it, Jason. Do it.
Hi, my name is Brian. How are you?
Who's this? I was talking to Jason. Who's this?
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I was talking to Jason. Who is this?
Well, sir, Jason was my associate. He just transferred your call to me. And
Oh, okay.
I'm going to assist you further with your auto insurance quotes. So I'm just going to make it quick for you.
Okay.
Sorry. Just tell me which insurance company do you have right now, like State Farm, Geico, Liberty Mutual, because they ever any other one.
Oh, I got Geico. I like the lizard. I got Geico.
Geico insurance.
Yeah.
All right. And how long is them, sir?
Oh, for a couple of years now. I just got a car a couple of years ago again. I didn't have much money a few years back. So inflation destroyed me. The pandemic destroyed me. So I had to get rid of it then.
All right, don't worry. Let's see how much money we can save you today. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And what kind of a car are you driving in these days? What is the year, make, and model of your car?
Oh, it's a Honda Accord, 2004.
2004. By the way, you got a nice car, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I can ask the question. How'd you guys get my number? Don't mind me asking.
Well, sir, we got your number from very same time.
Well, put it on.
I believe you're
Go ahead.
correct, please.
Put it on the no call list and everything. So, but because I get a lot of those scammer callers calling me trying to give me health insurance and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's why.
So many people working on the same thing, but some are good and some are the bad ones who scam the people and steal their money from them. So you don't worry about it. I don't need your money.
Okay.
I don't need.
I'm sure you don't. You probably got plenty of money and plenty of women.
Your credit card number, not anything like that.
Okay.
Quotes for you for your auto insurance. You can just check our rates, check our service benefits, and if
Yeah,
you
let's
find
do it.
something beneficial for you.
Sure. And you need to know I'm 51. I mean, I'm 50. I'm going to be 51 this year, but I'm 50. Yeah, I know you need my name, my age.
All right. And sir, I believe you're a safe driver. Like you don't have any DUIs, not any at-fault accidents.
No. I get Uber when I want to get drunk.
All right. And what is your zip code, sir?
30263. But I figured you already knew that since you guys called me.
63.
Yeah.
63. All right. And
Right.
currently you're now in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Georgia.
Your address there, sir?
Do what?
What is your address?
Oh, my address is 123 FU Boulevard.
FU Boulevard?
FU Boulevard, yes, sir. Or at Noonan, Georgia, 30263.
Gotcha. Just let me check here. Okay.
I've lived there. It's out in the country. It's out in the country. So it may not be on Google Chat. Yeah. I live out in the country. I don't trust the government, so I live out in the country.
What is the abbreviation of FU?
It's a road. It's called Franklin United Road Boulevard. Franklin United Boulevard.
United Boulevard.
Yeah. So, but it's called.
All right, and the very last thing from my side, I just need to confirm here would be your date of birth for each discounts. What is your date of birth, sir?
Oh, I was born February 14th and 1974.
February 14, 1974. All right. And how do you pronounce your first and last name?
Well, my first name, I mean, if guys have got it in there, it's got to say Richard Wellman, because that's what I get called all the time. Richard Wellman is my name. That's what they call me every time they call me. Richard, Richard, and my middle name is J for Jackleg, and then my last name is Wellman, Wellman, WELLMAN.
WLLMAN.
That's right.
So that's all the information I needed to verify here. Just make quick 30 seconds more, and I'm just gonna be right back shortly, and let's see what best we can offer you today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is listed, even if your number is listed on any federal or state do not call list, you're still giving me a consent to proceed. Just call further and provide you the code.
Actually, I'm not giving nobody any Nope. You can't call me. I done said this is on a federal thing and nobody can call me. So I'm not giving any permission. I don't want any more calls. I'm tired of all these people calling me. I spend all day trying to hit on the 24-year-old girl down the street, and I don't have time when you guys are calling me all day.
Sure, sir. I'm so sorry to bother you. Thank you so much for your
Yeah. Thank you. And you know what FU stands for, really, don't you? It don't stand for Franklin. If you don't stand for you, it says FU scammers. So FU scammers, have a nice day. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you handle them. What's up, Captain Hot Buns, brother? I can't do anything about it. They spam all day. I can't stop not calling. I get to work. I have on my answering machine 5 left messages. Yeah, I know. But the guy just sit there. He said he wanted me to agree. You heard that he wanted me to agree to, even though you're on a spam call, we can call you. And I said, nope, you can't call me. So, but I agree with you, Captain. But they call me all day long, and I do not answer the phone. I let it go to voice message, and it comes up beep 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 beep, and they keep calling me 500 different numbers. I've actually reported this to the FCC about them. Yep, I have a caller ID. That's why I don't answer. On the morning show, I answer because I want to mess with them. But after like 10 o'clock my time, I don't answer. If I see a number on there that's not local, but most of the time they try to do an Atlanta number or a local number to get me to answer. And I let it go to voicemail. See, now they're calling again, but I'm not going to answer. So, yep, I've registered on the do not call list already and everything. I just had to report this, but I wanted to mess with them. FU scammer. This guy was so stupid. FU Boulevard. It's frustrating getting these spam calls. I spent years changing my number to get rid of them. I still get about 1 or 2 a month. Well, I don't know what they're doing, honestly, brother, why they're doing this, but I'll be out of the office and I'll come back and I'll have a message and think it's somebody a message. I press the button and it goes, you have 1 new message, and it comes up beep, 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 because they hang up. And now they're getting these Google numbers and they can Google anybody anytime. And if we change, I can't really change the office number to the radio station. So it's on all my cards. It's on everything we got. So it's hard to change that for that. Oh yeah, I blocked the number after his call, but then if I called him right back right now, it would go, this number is not in service anymore. They are sitting there picking all kind of numbers and spamming people all over the country. But when the guy said, do you give us permission? I'm like, no, I don't give you no permission. I don't want nobody calling. And then they just tried to call back a few seconds ago, guys. Yeah, they keep changing the number. I didn't answer at the time. But, you know, I changed my number, then they're gonna it goes through a robot call box. Yep. And they're doing everybody like this. They don't have my personal number for some reason, thank God, but they got the radio station number. I'm like, it's my business line. Now, I did send it to the FCC saying that they were bothering me and this was a business line. So I've got somebody going to investigate into how they can find this, but they're in another country and they're under different rules than us. If they just go ahead and take you off the list and don't call you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Matt says he thinks the FCC gets spam calls too. Hello, we are here to, you need car insurance. And look, when you tell them that they're scammers and scammer, I don't want your money or your credit card. They're like, I don't care if you want my credit card. That's not what I'm talking about, buddy. I'm talking about you bothering me all day. Now you say it's all right for us to call? Nope. Not all right. Tell him, you know what FU stands for? FU scammer. And he's like, wait a minute. It cuts me out. Look, 123 FU Boulevard. Does that sound like a real address, guys? If you called me and I told you that, would you think that was a real address? I don't know. Maybe Ben might. I'm just kidding. Ben, I'm not picking with you, brother. Don't get mad. I'm picking with you, brother. Love you. I like to string the scammers along until they think they have me hooked. Then I drop lines about their mom. Ooh, you and me get along, Ben. That's what I do too. I did that one day. I was telling them, I said, one guy, I string him along. I said, this is what I told him. I said, I don't know if it's on the air or off the air with you guys yesterday. I had somebody call, went through a whole thing, and I told the guy that I was married and Isabel, my maid, and we got to talking. Thank you, Captain Hot Buzz. I appreciate that. He said, I thought radio was dead, so I found this one. I talked to a person. His last name was the F word. Really? Anyway, I told the guy, I was sitting there saying, I got this girlfriend on the side. Can I get insurance on her? It's like, I don't know if you can. I was like, come on, man. And then I started telling him, I said, you know, for years, and he said at the end, we finally got down to how much he wanted me to pay. I said, I can't afford that. He said, why? I've been sending, I know what it was. I think I called him out about his age. He told me, I said, you got to be 21 or 22. And he said, how did you know? You're smart. And we got to be buddies. And at the end, I said, I've been sending a woman in India money for 22 years to take care of a son that I've got there. And he got silent all of a sudden because he said his parents took care of his bills. And I said, I think his mom married another man and told him that was her dad. Told him that's her dad. Something like that. He didn't get mad or he didn't cuss me out. He's like, wait, what are you saying? I said, I think I might be your father. I said, I just can't afford to pay for a wife, a maid, this my girlfriend on the side, and keep taking care of a 22-year-old son in India. I said, I'm sorry, I can't get this insurance. You would have liked it, Ben. You'd have liked it. right, we're going to take a break. We're going to do a little bit of wrestling for you. Back in a moment.
Exciting times ahead for our graduates.
Yep, I was mean.
One of the biggest questions I get is how to get there.
I was glad he didn't cuss me out. Oh, yeah, it was a good one. I was like, I said, if I could have had that one on the air, that would have been funny because he didn't cuss me out. And I hope I didn't make him cry or anything, go home and say, Mama, I think I met my real dad. She'd be like, oh, no, son, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I had a relationship with a man in America. Sorry, son, sorry. I better watch out. They might call and try to get me for child support. Oh. Do you know all the Indian judges, 5,000 upper to lower comes 50 families only? Really? I didn't know that. He called right when you signed off. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. I did another one yesterday like that or something. The one I did on the air for you guys yesterday was funny. Yeah. I did another one like that. I went through another one like that. And I was like, it's about time I had a couple of them that were not just hanging up and cussing me out. Because I had another one yesterday afternoon call me. And I told him this phone number was on no, do not call list and please don't call. And he kept on. So I went through the similar thing that I did on that one with him, but I changed it up a little bit at the end. One I got yesterday afternoon, almost cried. I was like, dang gummit, man, wish I could have recorded that one. Oh, I get the ones on the internet call when I'm live. I want to say, F you. So the Indian judicial system is fake. I can believe that, Bolly. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little wrestling wrap up and everything for you. We're going to get into that. Get ready for SummerSlam this weekend. Oh, I love messing with prank. To do my own prank callers. You guys wanted me to do. All right, backup quarterback with the Chicago Bears helped pass the Houston Texans in the first game of the NFL preseason in Canton, Ohio. The Bears gained the Texans 278-244 in a stormed, shortened 21-17 Hall of Fame game last night at Thompson Hall of Fame Stadium. I thought it was tonight. Little Z still with us. The Bears quarterback Caleb Williams and Texas quarterback C.J. Stroud were among the starters who did not appear in the matchup, but it was a pretty good game last evening. So, what sporting event are you checking out this weekend? Well, you can't check. I guess you already checked that out last night. 24% of the votes. Already checked out that game. WWE SummerSlam on Saturday, 27% of the votes. CFL, 10% of the votes, and more. 2024 Paris Olympics, 39% of the votes. I wouldn't really know what was going on, except for a few little newsworthy notes here, if it wasn't for Bolly, my friend, keeping up with it. Yeah. Man, I mix all these calls in here with one I did live on the YouTube yesterday after the show was over to one that came up yesterday afternoon, and I kind of mixed them up. But they both did the same thing, similar things. Really? Did she fall out? Yes, she's been in the hospital for a couple of days, Matt. So it is most of the time a real deal. You're right, Molly. Are athletic. Some athletes check out early from the Paris Olympic Village. Check that news story out on our WQEE page. The Bears beat the Texans last night. NFL preseason football. Kids are back at school today. I still want to know what's going on that flew up down the road. I think Pete said he saw them at the Waffle House there on Temple. So 4 sheriff's deputies come flying through at 5:30 this morning, 5:30 a.m. this morning and I'm going to try to find out that and get you more information on it. But it probably had to do with everybody was hungry and had to go to the Waffle House. I don't know. They were really running through there. I was like, man, flying through downtown Washington Street where they were coming. It was a good thing there was nobody driving around that area at that time because they were flying to get to where they had to get to that area. And I thought, man, wow. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on there. I think Pete said he saw him at the Waffle House. Figure the one on Temple's the safest Waffle House I ever seen in my life. Most of them are on the interstates where you get all the crazies. But look, all the crazies that live here in Noonan don't usually do that at 2 o'clock in the morning. But sometimes you do. Pete, were you at the Waffle House at 2 o'clock this morning? Or you were there at 5:30 this morning? Did you start some trouble, Pete? I'm just kidding. CFL action. The Blue Bombers destroyed the BC Lions 25-0 last night. Game tonight, 7:30, Montreal Tiger Cats. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Elks Rough Riders. Sunday, 7 p.m., Toronto versus the Stampeders. Also, Game 2 tonight between the Monsters and the Atlanta Crackers, 7:05 p.m. Game 1, the Monsters took that one. Game 3 is tomorrow night, if need be, in the Sunbelt Finals. So there you go. There you go. Sports news for you, 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. It's currently 75 degrees, beautiful sunny skies out there. Time and temperature drop brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike on the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. So you wasn't there this morning. I wanted to blame you. No, I didn't want to blame you. I'm just picking. But I'm going to have to find out what happened. I have to find out what happened there. Good morning, WQEE Radio. I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary host, Ryan O'Neal. You're live on the business. So there you go. Somebody like, I don't want to talk to you right now. It wasn't a prank call. It was a local number. Usually when my phone comes up scam likely to let me know. I'm a good boy, laugh out loud. Sure, Pete. That's what you tell H.C. Reese, don't you? But that was probably somebody who want to talk to me after the show. Didn't want to be on the air. Smoke them with what you got. I'm trying to sit here and see what's going on. Metro Atlanta, North Georgia 2024 back-to-school start dates are approaching for up north. We're already back to school here in Coweta County. So there you go. There are 40,000 drones in the United States and Canada looking for trolls, so be nice on the YouTube. Well, you know, they're looking for trolls. That's fine. We need to get rid of the trolls. I'm tired of the trolls. They got mental aspects of 2-year-olds. And I know 3-year-olds that are smarter than them. Hey, it's your good friend, Scam Likely. Yeah, that's what my phone says. My phone always says Scam Likely. So that's why I know not to answer it. Unless I want to mess with them. So. Where'd you get ants on you? Why you got ants on you, buddy? All right. We got to do a little wrestling news for you and then a little bit of soap opera news as well. All right, let's get into this morning. I'm ready for tomorrow night's wrestling show known as SummerSlam. It's the biggest summer event of there. It's going to be all title matches, except for one match. The main event is CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre with Seth freaking Rollins as the guest referee. I've been waiting for that match for a long time. Hopefully Punk, it does not get hurt tomorrow night, and Drew him puts on a one heck of a match. All the rest of them are title matches. World title match is on the line as Damian Priest defends that world title against Gunther. WWE Women's Champion Bayley defends against Nia Jax. WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan defends against the former World Champion Rhea Ripley. Will Dominic turn on her? We'll have to wait and see. WWE Undisputed World Champion, Universal Champion Cody Rhodes defends the title against Solo. And the WWE US title is on the line as your man Logan Paul Sr. Logan Paul Jr. defends the title against L.A. Knight. Also, Sami Zayn defends the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker, the son of Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner's nephew. Braun Breaker, who was at Georgia State playing football. I'm pulling for him. I'm pulling for him. He's a good boy. He was born here. I mean, his daddy, his uncle were in Michigan. And they're Steiner. He's a Steiner. I love the Steiner scar. So. And then Punk takes on Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins in the main event. I'm ready for that match tomorrow night. I'm ready for it. 300-word essay. Sorry, go ahead and do it. I have a whole lot of gnats. A whole lot of gnats. What a whole lot of gnats? What a whole lot of gnats? Now you're going to get me singing some Zeppelin. What a whole lot of gnats? Oh, Lord. WWE Real Talk Radio. The WWE is bringing the Smackdown with Gunther and Tyson versus George Foreman tag team match at 123 FU Stadium. Yep, the FU Stadium. No. Pepper's laughing about it, but Pepper's sister Pam, she's not. She's going to be watching the show tomorrow night. I know she's going to be watching the pay-per-view tomorrow night. It's on Peacock. She's going to be watching it. She's going to be watching it, isn't she? Writers meeting tonight. Where's it at? I'd like to come down and meet some folks. All right, let's see here. Whew. That's it. I knew she would be. Pepper, your sister Pam is a very smart woman. Very, very smart. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. We close out the show. Stay with us. More on the ways of RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm trying to find out what happened this morning. From Cowie to County. I will check your news in Google, brother, for sure. Thank you. I will, brother. Believe me, I will. I follow you, so I definitely will check it out. Drinking all those energy drinks, you're still yawning. I know, right, Patriot? Oh, they're coming to get me now because we're going to tell everything that's going to come on. Connie just asked me to ask Ryan, are you okay? Sounds like someone was choking you. I'm good. I appreciate her caring. Even though you don't care, Matt, I appreciate her caring. I'm thinking, back in a moment. I guess injury jinx don't work on me, Patriots.
The difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community, and we take pride in providing personalized service. Come to Southern States Bank, where great service comes naturally. Visit us today or check us out at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. NMLS number 410611.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated. And Water Treat in Newton has got you covered.
I do need a higher octane.
Antioxidant alkaline water.
And I go, boots. Then I can change gears.
And check out their selection.
A little bit of car humor there for you.
Stay cool.
Just little.
Stay healthy with Water Treat in Newton.
Wishbone fried chicken is back in a brand new location.
I was not supposed to really type that, got in trouble. Well, thank you, Connie, for getting on to him.
Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location.
So that team that did that stabbing and got out quick, so maybe that's what the whole riots were about, Holly. Over there in Britain, in Southport. Yeah, I know. You're right, Patriot.
You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show every day between noon and 2 p.m.
Stuff I tried yesterday got me pumped. I was ready to go.
The latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you. That's the Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
I need to go back to doing what I should have did, coffee, which helps. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we close out the show, I want to get you guys updated for all of you soap opera fans out there. Yeah, I got a couple of things coming up this weekend. We're going to talk soap operas right quick. But first, here's some culture news for you. A. Martinez, who played on Santa Barbara, One Life to Live, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and everything like that. He became the producer of the show for Longmire. He was the veteran producer for the popular series Longmire, about a cowboy based off of not a reality show, but based off of a book about the same name of a sheriff in a small Wyoming town that connected to a Navajo Nation reservation. Sweet Lee says, I watched that one. Everybody say they watching it on the Navajo Nation. Yeah, I love Longmire. And they said, but Bob says, half of that stuff wouldn't happen. They couldn't have come on the Navajo Nation and did some of that stuff. Oh, yeah, but it was just a show. But A. Martinez plays the guy that sells out, basically, his own people for a casino. Yeah, you know that guy. That's him. He was on Santa Barbara years ago and many other shows. Well, he said it was one of the best shows he produced to help push the Navajo, the Native Americans culture out there to us, which I really love that as well. 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days is returning on TLC September 1st. And Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning on Prime Video this weekend. And then Bette Midler, Susan Sarandon, Sherry Lee Ralph, and Megan Maley are entering their 50s. And the new Fab Four series is out. Movie is out. Should be in theaters as well. Deadpool and Wolverine is expected to take the number one spot again this weekend for the movies. Take the number one spot in the movie theaters once again. Oh, I spent $20. Okay. All right, sounds good, I guess. All right, let's see here. 90 Day All Me. You love that 90 Day Fiancé, Pepper? I've never really seen it. Is it really as good? I like some of these reality shows. I used to love the Cake Boss on there. And, of course, I love the Cake Boss. Still watch it every once in a while. I love a couple of the shows that were on these networks, that reality. I always loved the Cake Boss. That's the one I'm always going to remember. And then Storage Wars is another one I like to watch. That's still in series. I love watching a couple of those. The one out of California, Storage Wars. The one in Texas was all right. The one out of California, I love that one. There's some people there that I just like, feel like they're all like me. Then you got a lot of stuff. I love Kenny's funny. Lives out of Vegas. Vegas girls, I liked it when Jarrett and Brandy were married. I didn't like it after they got divorced. But then I love Daryl because he's a musician and a drummer. You guys don't know what show I'm talking about. It's called Storage Wars. Check it out. There you go. Matt asked Pepper, are you green or red peppers? She likes both of them. She uses both of them. Oh, Lord. Is my 600-pound life still on? Is my 600? I don't know. I haven't seen that one in a while. It may still be there. TLC always has great shows. I used to watch the Cake Boss Marathon all the time. Thank you. Yes, I shaved. Thank you. I did shave. Mr. Dallas says, dude, you look good today. You look good today. Shave? Yep, I did. Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pepper says 90 days reality. They meet people overseas, bring them to the United States, have 90 days to decide to marry them or not. Ooh, that's better than the Married at First Sight. I like watching that Married at First Sight too. That's funny. You marry somebody out of the blue, you just marry them, you don't even know them, and you decide after a certain amount of time whether you stay together. Those are pretty funny shows, yeah. Just think, ladies, if you had a chance to do that with any of your ex-husbands, you go, all right, and now I know he's a jerk, I'm going to get rid of him. And think about it. If you took somebody from another country, ladies, you're like, look, I'm done with this guy, I'm going to send him back. Send him packing. Oh, Lord. Patron said, my mom's favorite show is 90 Days. She is hooked. Mr. Dow said, you're welcome. Come on. Your glow has more to ask. That's all right. I appreciate it. I know. And everything. So there you go. I miss the old days when the show where you would send the teens to live with strict kids. Oh, yeah. Well, you talking about the show where they would send them to jail? That was a good one. The one show I always thought was weird was Wife Swap. I was like, that goes on in Roanoke all the time, and we didn't make a show about it. Roanoke, Alabama all the time, and we never made a show about it. Wife Swap. Your wife coming to my house, my wife's going to your house for a weekend, buddy. Oh, man. Speaking of wife swaps, let's talk about soap operas. I know the one where the kids were sent from the city to the family where the parents made them work. And yeah, on the farms and stuff. Yeah, I remember some of those. Yeah. Wife swap followed by gang wars. Yep. That they always had to have that. What about Married to the Mob? Like that was real mob members. Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle doing that on the wife swap thing. His comedy bit, that was funny. Oh. That was funny. Well, speaking of wife swaps, on Bold and Beautiful this week, Steffi was supposed to go to Monte Carlo with her father Ridge and stepmother Brooke, but she left her passport at her office and pretended like she was going to help and give it to her, but she didn't. So they come back and they have a meeting, and now she's telling Hope for the future it's gone. And then also on there, Will returns as Bill and Poppy were having a big makeout session, and she screamed like it was a horror movie, and it ended up being Will. Will's like, I'm not staying around this. And he says, we need to be a family. Bill says, we need to be a family. He's like, this is not my family. This is your thing. And then on the other one, the Young and the Restless, looks like Victor is trying to take over by warning Devon, who told Devon to tell his sister Lily. But he doesn't care about his grandkids, but he cares about people's like kid to it. And Summer is diving deeper into trying to take her son, who's not really her son, from Kyle. Kyle, who went to Paris. And everything. So there you go. That's your bold and beautiful and young and restless updates, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. All right, we got to get ready to get out of here, guys. We appreciate every one of you being with us this morning, being a part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary, being on the YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share. We will see you guys on Monday back here with Inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Tommy Lewis. We got more to talk about. Stay tuned. Coming up at the top of the hour, Lyrical Wisdom with Bruce and Donna. We'll follow that up with of course, Let's Take a Divorce, and then focus on the family and hope, healing, and inspiration with Sister Trish and Railroad Music. Around noon today, Rod Peterson Show. It's Football Friday. Rod Peterson will talk football last night and tonight. from 12 to 2. 2 to 3, it's the Sports Beat. Richard Holder, 3 to 5, Praise Country Radio live. 5 to 6, it's the Rick Smith Show. And 6 to 8 will be Talk Football with Cole and Drew. That's all coming up for you. We'll see you. Have a great weekend. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. All right, guys, we appreciate you being with us. Those Amish shows are interesting. I'm glad how you guys get into talking about things other than just all the stuff. All right, let's see. Okay, this one's done. I will thank you guys for being, and we will see you Monday. Good. Have a great weekend, guys.